Okay, well, I have 901 and I see our attendee list steadily climbing. So at this point, I'd like to say good morning and welcome. I'm excited to see everyone joining us today and celebrating the launch of our annual employee and faculty giving drive, our all university annual campaign. Together, we are all in for all you. Thank you for taking time out of your morning to be here with us. As I said, to celebrate our campaign, to hear from our committee, to hear from our student speaker, as well as from our university leadership. For those of you who recall our past campaigns, this year's may look a little bit different. At this time last year, most of us were brand new to Zoom. And like so many of the events and the gatherings that we've missed out on in the past year, we were unable to hold our traditional breakfast event to start our campaign. Despite these challenges and all of the uncertainties we faced over the past year, I want to congratulate our committee for all of their efforts to raise over $70,000 for Winona State University through last year's campaign. This year, we are back and we are all in from all over. We have a number of exciting new opportunities to support this year, such as the Warrior Way Scholarship, the Faculty Promise Scholarship, and everything made possible by gifts to our sustaining fund. There are a variety of ways to give online, in the mail, and through payroll deductions. You'll hear more about these opportunities via email throughout our campaign. To thank you guys for joining us this morning, we are offering prizes and Blado's Donuts. You'll need to register online for our prize drawing, which you can do through the link in our chat. I believe this is open through the 31st, when the drawing will be made then. If you have any questions during our presentation, please enter those into the chat or the Q&A so that our committee members can respond. Finally, everyone here will be emailed a coupon for a free Blado's donut. Thank you again for attending our All University campaign launch. I'm going to turn this over to John Olson, Vice President of University Advancement, who will officially kick off our 2021 campaign. John?
Thanks, Matthew. I appreciate that. And Kayleen, don't be shocked when you see all of my family, my family's families, and anyone who I know here in Winona register for this, because they all heard about the Blado's donut and they all want one. And so just don't worry about those 25 extra attendees today. But no, good morning, everyone. I wanted to take just a second to introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, my name is John Olson. I started as the University of Vice President for University Advancement and CEO of the foundation back in December. This community, both Winona State on campus and off campus in Winona, has been very welcoming to me and my family, and we've really enjoyed our short time here. Thanks to so many of you for playing a role in our transition. The All You campaign is an opportunity for folks like yourselves who have invested so much of your time and your talent into Winona State University to give back to the students that make our university what it is: vibrant, energetic, and fulfills our mission of being a community of learners improving our world. Thank you to so many of you who have given to this campaign over the years. Your support means a great deal and is very much appreciated. Today is an opportunity for others who may be attending this for the first time, or you may be considering your first gift. Please take all of this in today, engage in the communications that Matthew just talked about that will be disseminated throughout this campaign. And in the end, I encourage you all to make a gift to support our university. At this time, I'd like to recognize the members of the All You campaign. They are Dr. Rita Rajoy Gilchrist, Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts; Dr. Jennifer Ma, Assistant Professor in Mass Communications; Sarah Alcott, Associate Director of Residence Life; Serena Halstead, Joan Rossick, and Barbara Ortel Peterson, all of the WSU Retiree Center; Rill Reuter, who she and I visited just this morning, about an hour and a half ago, as I walked my dogs past her house. Kayleen Berwick with annual giving, and she's done a wonderful job coordinating this effort. Peter Kanapik, assistant professor of biology. And there's also two others I'm going to pass the baton to here in just a second. Sue Groth with the campus card office is a committee co-chair. And those of you who have been in Sue's office know that it's clad in green and yellow. And for some of us, that's great. For others, that's okay. And Don Fromm in the financial aid office is also a committee co-chair. I'd like to personally thank the two of them for all the time and effort they've put into this, not only this year, but through the years. And I appreciate their support, their organization, and their passion for what this campaign means. So with that, I'll hand it off to both Sue and Dawn for their remarks. Thanks, everybody.
Good morning to all of you. Welcome to our first Zoom annual breakfast. We're excited about today, and we're here for our students. Our students is why we gather for this. We want to raise funds for student scholarships. And to give you an idea, there's so many scholarships. You can go to nursing, you can go to education, you can donate to military scholarships. I personally donate to single parent family scholarships because I was a single parent at one time, and I know the struggles when you're trying to go to school, make a household, ends meet, and those types of things. So there's retiree scholarships. There are so many, and you can also do scholarships that are near and dear to your heart. So if there's a specific one you want to give to, you can create one. We can also give back to our departments, which we know all need money. We can also give to the Warrior Food Cupboard, the Student Garden, our Child Care Center for playground equipment, special projects that departments might be hosting. We can also give to beautify our campus, plant a tree, give to the flower donation, maybe buy a bench. So there's so many ways that you can give. And even if you start with payroll deduction, a small amount, I mean, you can increase that each year and make it to help our students. We're all in. We hope you're all in. And then I would like to just say a thank you to everybody. It's been a rough year, and we know how strong we are. We're warriors. So I say go Warriors. Be sure and sign up for prizes. And now I'm going to introduce my co-chair, Dawn Fromm.
Oh, Don, we just need you to unmute.
There we go. Thank you, Sue. Welcome, everybody. I'd like to thank you for joining us today. Scholarships are a tried and true way to help fill the gap between the cost of attendance and what students can afford. By contributing even a small amount to our scholarship fund, you can make a difference in a student's ability to pay for their higher education. Many students can't afford to finish without those scholarships. As the years pass and costs increase, there is an even greater need for you to contribute what you can. So please think about giving. A small amount even makes a difference in a student's ability to achieve their educational goal. As Sue said, you can give to any area that you wish, and she listed them all. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out to us. We can certainly help you. I know that I do the payroll deduction, and every year I increase it, and even just $1 or $2, you don't miss that. And it means a lot to these students. So please consider doing something. And as I said, even a small amount we'll take it. So at this time, I'd like to welcome our next speaker, Rita Rajoy Gilchrist.
Thank you very much, Dawn. I was so looking forward to this meeting this morning, and it's such a source of positive energy to be involved in the All University campaign each spring. And I was thinking about all of the reasons why I feel so good this morning. So happy to be here. And as John mentioned, one of the reasons is that we have a fantastic committee. You cannot spend time with the members of the All University Campaign Committee and not walk away feeling inspired and grateful for the work that we do. Secondly, it's great, even in the participant list, to see so many familiar faces. So 2 years ago, I would have been working the tables at the breakfast and giving lots of hugs, but I certainly am extending virtual hugs to all of the many friends and colleagues who are joining us today. We see you, we appreciate you, we know how much you care. And I guess that brings me to the third reason why I'm very happy, which is this reminds me that we are a community not only of learners, we're a community of carers. This is the time for us to support the resilience and the perseverance of our students. And I know you will contribute, and I know it will be another amazing year. And in closing, I'd just like to point out to Matthew that closed captioning interpreted Plato's Donuts as Plato's Donuts. So I'm really looking forward to that philosophical treat. And at this time, I want to introduce our next speaker, who is the leader of the community of carers, President Dr. Scott Olson.
Well, thanks, Rita. Thanks, Dawn and Sue, for your leadership, and thanks to the whole committee for organizing us. Gifts really do transform us. Gifts absolutely transform the lives of our students. This year, we announced the largest gift in our history, a little over $5 million, from a former student, Mo Weber. We made a difference in Mo's life, and at the end of his life, Mo was all in. The largest gift prior to that, $2.5 million, was from a retiree, Donna Helbley, somebody most of us know and remember. And there's no question that having spent her career here, Donna was all in. And I'm proud to note that the WSU Faculty Association has now created the Faculty Promise Scholarship, showing that the Faculty Association's all in. But interestingly, the vast corpus of our endowments and all our giving come from lots of gifts from people like us. Just as together the work we do makes WSU stronger, together our gifts make WSU stronger still. So your gift really matters. You already give your time, you already give your talent in abundance to WSU. That's why today we're asking for a little bit of your treasure too. Kelly and I are proud to give through payroll deduction, and we encourage you to do the same. Kelly and I are all in. For those of you who have joined us and already share your treasure, thank you. And for those of you who are thinking about sharing your treasure, please join us. It makes such a huge difference. You'll feel great, and your treasure will be all the more valuable when it's shared with others, both shared with the gifts of others and then shared with our students and others who benefit from the work we do. It's now my pleasure to introduce Riley Stout. Riley's a student in the College of Education with an elementary education major and emphases and minors in early childhood, reading, and coaching. Wow. Way to go, Riley. The scholarship that she has received allows her to make the most of her studies and the most of her time out in the field. Right now, I'm all in for the Kickoff Breakfast of Champions Blados, but let's hear from Riley.
Thank you, President Olson. I am a senior here at Winona State, and I'm really grateful to be here today and honored to express how much scholarships have impacted my experience. Coming from a family of 3 other siblings who have gone to college or planning on going to college, my parents never knew how they were going to help me get through all 4 years of school, but scholarships have really allowed me to get a great education, be on the softball field every day, and be just a normal college student without like the hassle of having a part-time job. And since I'm on the softball team, COVID had taken away our season last year, and I was granted my eligibility back, and I really wanted to stay another year to play, and scholarships are one of the main reasons that I'm allowed to be able to play and stay in Winona for a 5th year to finish off some of my minors and student teach next semester. I was lucky enough to meet and connect with my scholarship donor, Barb, and her late husband were a huge part of Winona State athletics. And Barb still loves Winona, and I'm able to meet with her once a semester. Last semester, we met out at the softball field with her dog and ate cookies, and it's just really nice to maintain a positive relationship with her. And hopefully she'll get to see some games this spring since they were cut off last year. But I'm really excited to have her cheering in the stands for Winona State softball. Like I said, I plan on student teaching in the fall of 2021, and I'll finish my coaching minor in the spring while I get to play softball. And that is all due to scholarships, and I'm so grateful for them. And I'll graduate in May of 2022 and start teaching hopefully in the fall after that. And I really enjoy playing softball, so I hope to coach that on the side. And I really like working with children and just developing young athletes. I'm really appreciative of my scholarships at Winona, and I could not be where I am today without them. They not only mean so much to me, but so many other students on campus. So thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Riley, thanks for joining us for today, for speaking with us, and for sharing your story with our campaign. Our final speaker today is Dr. Denise McDowell, Vice President for Student Life and Development. Her work affects so much of our campus and our student community, and she's such a wonderful partner on a lot of projects that we have going on. Dr. McDowell, we're thankful that you're here with us today.
Well, thank you so much. I would not have missed this opportunity for the world. Comments like Rayleigh made and her inspiration as being a student athlete, much like myself. When I went to college, I had an opportunity to run on the women's track team and to be a cheerleader. So I understand the value of scholarships and helping us get to where we are. And my sons were also benefactors of scholarships when they went to college. So I, much like my own alma mater, I give to my son's schools as well to help others on the men's basketball team at their school and the other on the men's track team. So even at Winona State, I know the value of giving, and we talk about giving $1, a dime, or dollars. Whatever you can give, it will make a difference. What we know is that each dime we give, each nickel we give, each dollar we give adds up. It sounds like something small, but there is something on this campus that touches everyone's heart, because every heart has a story and every story wants to be heard. And when we give and we provide scholarships, it allows other students who may be from different economic backgrounds, first generation students, or in this environment, COVID has taken over so many of our lives. So I would encourage you to give. Myself, I went out, I wanted to be a role model. So this morning I got up and I gave. And I gave to 3 scholarships. I gave to the George Floyd, I gave to the Warrior Promise, and I gave to the COVID that would provide relief to our international students, because we know our international students may not be eligible for some of the other relief funds. And then I encouraged my husband to give also. So he gave to the Student Life and Development Fund. So we gave this morning. So I encourage you, find something on our campus that speaks to your heart and allow your heart to give and connect with another spirit for whom you may never meet, but you know you will make a difference. So we are warriors, and the warrior way is how we do it, and we do it by giving. So thank you so much. Riley, thank you for being a scholar athlete, and I wish you the best as you teach other students the importance of education and the importance of giving. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. McDowell. And thank you to everyone for being here today, for all of our panelists, our speakers, our committee, especially Kayleen Berwick, who has organized this year's campaign. Thank you everyone who has given in the past, who's now considering it, and for everyone who's going to give through our campaign. We'll be communicating a lot through email with everyone, providing updates on our progress, sharing more about some of these funds that we've mentioned today, such as the Waterway Scholarship, WSU Faculty Promise Scholarship, and some of the projects that the Sustaining Fund supports. We'll have information about how to give. We'll have information about how to support. And finally, I'd like to remind everyone that follow the link in the chat, get registered for prizes. We'll draw those here at the end of the month and get them to you as a token of our appreciation for your attending today. Thank you, guys. Together, we're all in for all you.
Thanks, everyone. We appreciate your attendance today. And those folks over listening to this in Rochester, I'll be coming over. I'll be taking care of the Dobby's Donut Run in Rochester. So we're all in. All of us are all in to support our students here. So thanks, everyone, for attending.
Maybe as a potential fundraiser, we need to do a Dobby's versus Blato's taste test. Charge people to come, and we'll make a decision about which is the superior donut. Just a suggestion, Mr. Vice President.
All panelists that want to be a part of that, raise your hand. So yes, very good. Thanks, everyone.